our family of products is Incada. Within Incada we produce Incada XL and Incada Silk. So Incada XL is uncoated on the reverse side, Incada Silk is coated on the reverse side. And there, for each of the different product lines, XL and Silk, we target different segment areas, both of which are highly demanding, both of which are high quality. It's important for us to know that we have that printability in all aspects of print. So digital being developing the conventional, if you like, and know that our product outperforms time and time again. Because for us, no two paper boards are the same. Incada is unique, and it is important that we can diversify, we continue to develop, and that we are used on the digital side too. And we work a lot with the digital OEMs to make sure that we optimise our product in the right way, that we know it's suitable, and then we know it's meeting the demands that's needed. The way that we produce the products within the mill to the tight specifications, to the level of control and detail that we go into, it is to make sure that they are used. So the segments that we work mainly in are highly demanding ones, like pharmaceuticals, for example, where you have high-speed production lines, where you need the grammage consistency, where you need the runnability consistency, and you can only get that through really consistent and tight specifications in how we produce and develop the product within the mill.
The secret to folding boxboard and the secret in Incada, I think, is that how we put that together. You know, it's a 5-ply product with different layers of different qualities, with coating layers on either side. So it is a complicated engineered product.
So when you look at the pharma products that we are producing or contributing to producing, they are used over and over again. It's not just a pack of paracetamols that you then throw away, it's pastels that you then keep in your handbag for a few months. So you need that stiff product, you need that robust product, you need that longevity. When it comes to Incada Silk, which is the coated reverse side product, we're targeting segments which are cosmetics and beauty, even chocolates and confectionery, where you want that reverse side printability, you want that opening of the package and seeing the print on the inside as well, and the finite detail of text. So yeah, that's the main areas that we target, and why we are producing Incada towards the high end of the packaging segment.
The Holmen Group is a Swedish forestry products group. It has an ancient history, actually. It goes back more than 400 years. That history is in iron working originally, and those foundation industries. At some point, Holmen started working with forestry products, and the Holmen Group is a big forest owner, and it's just absolutely critical for us that we have to be at the forefront of sustainable forestry. So it's just a common sense thing, but it is true, of course, that the forest estate in the UK and in Sweden and most of Europe is growing because the take is less than the growth. 70% harvesting of the growth is a sort of standard figure we could stand by. We're literally just involved in core sustainable forestry, and maybe what's a little bit interesting in the UK's history, of course, is we haven't always been like this. Actually, we have had a depleted forest estate going back 50, 60, 70 years. We've grown the forest, but I think the biodiversity is really, really important, actually, in that you just don't grow these monocultures going forward, that different species are introduced, and that they're the guidelines we have to follow.
I mean, for us, one of the biggest things that is happening for the group at the minute is the merger of the business areas. So we're merging paper together with paperboard, and for that, it brings a huge amount of opportunity, both for the customer experience and the variety of products that we are able to offer now, but also in terms of the markets that we can meet and enter, but also how we can develop our production, our product together in a bigger group. So it's really exciting, and the fact that we can also tell our story in a bigger, wider way with Holmen as a group.
If I come back to our modern history, the Workington Mill here is part of the Holmen Group. We've been on site here for over 50 years, and yeah, we were put here to produce folding boxboard for the UK market originally, using local water and local trees as well, and local forest as well. So we've got a 50-year plus history on this side of making folding boxboard, which, as I said before, is iterated from the very early days. You wouldn't recognise what we make now from 20 years ago, from 40 years ago. And we've been making this product very, very successfully for that long. This site is on the west part of northwest Cumbria, and we are in a very, very interesting environment because to the sea here we have the Solway coast, which is a special area of interest as well. It's a very, very shallow tidal area actually. It also has its own environment. So that's on one side of us. If you go inland, we have the River Derwent, which is also a special site of interest as well. And then we go into the Lakeland National Park. So we're lodged between sort of very sensitive areas, actually. We're very, very proud, actually, that our carbon dioxide emissions have been reduced. So our air emissions have been reduced almost to nothing, so a 97% reduction. We're also very proud of the fact that our ecological impact on the shoreline here, which is the place really where it's important, is basically not measurable. And yeah, we have a very, very low local impact for a very, very significant manufacturing operation as well. And of course we have to live in relationship with our local community as well. It's a very, very positive relationship because of course people are employed here and hopefully will continue to be employed here. So that relationship with the community and the environment and the economy is, well, it's the foundation of sustainability in reality.
Working with partners is really important for us. We need to learn, we need to adapt, we need to improve, and that for us is fundamental to making a successful business and a successful product.
I'm incredibly proud of my job actually, and I think it's a little bit about the progressive nature of this industry. If your mind is open, the possibilities are just fantastic. But we have to be very, very lean as well. We have to keep our processes tight. That's also the circular economy actually, making use of all of the emissions that go to waste to bring them back within, whether it be heat or water or electricity. Sustainability is a thing that this industry was doing a long time before it was talked about, because it's literally, we're growing trees and making products. So it is true to say we were working with this a long time ago. We take trees and wood and pulp from sustainable forestry. Of course, it means that when we harvest trees, that area is looked after. When we replant, we have to replant more. We have to replant with biodiversity. When we take saw logs to the sawmills, the first thing they do is cut the square. And we take back all of that, we call it co-product, but it's the first waste in our entire system. In the middle of this is our process, and it uses a lot of energy, it loses a lot of water. So we take water from the river, we use it and we put it to the sea. It's taken and it's returned to where it was going. So we treat it, we use it, we treat it again, and it goes to where it was. We actually treat the water from the river to basically drinking water standard. So the local river is depleted, and the local environment on the shoreline here is actually, there's a completely benign impact. The ecology, which we measure every year, is extremely healthy. So we're very pleased with that. I would say the next big thing is the energy, because we're a big energy consumer. We use a lot of electricity and a lot of steam. And 10, 11 years ago, we invested in a biomass power plant here. And in that period, we've reduced our carbon dioxide emissions by 97% from fossil fuel. Okay, and that's because we use biomass as a fuel. That biomass, by the way, is deemed carbon neutral because of its link back to sustainable forestry. So we have to meet sustainability criteria for enable us to do that. So all of the electricity and all of the steam used in the mill is renewable. We also export electricity to the grid, which is also renewable as well. At the other end, we make Incada, which is a fantastic product with environmental credibility. It's recyclable. So it's starting to build up a circular economy. That's what drives me and gets me out of bed in the morning. It's the possibilities, you know. We might have done a lot of things with energy, with product development, with markets, with customers. There's more to do going forward. I suspect in 50 years' time, if people are making folding boxboard here, it'll be the same. It's just a continuous development, and it just doesn't stop actually.